Is anyone there? Am I there? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you love me? Oh, guys, welcome back. You guys missed the most exciting thing. I gave up my social security number and my credit card to all of you guys. I was just going to let you buy stuff for free on Amazon. But it looks like you didn't want to do that. That's weird. Can I... I'm going to wait because there's going to be like pre-roll ads and stuff, I assume, right? For a lot of people that aren't using ad block. So I'm going to give you like 30 seconds or so in order to make sure that we're all on the same page again. Okay. How are you doing? Let's get back into this. As you can see, I got really far. I don't know exactly when the stream crashed, but I assume... Was it during this mission? Get these workers, and then remember that I need to build a bunch of pylons, because every Protoss mission starts with 17 pylons being built. Uh-oh. In Utter Darkness is next. Oh gosh, that's gonna be a toughie. It was the start of the mission? Okay, so what I was talking about is I find it really funny that whenever I do a super hard challenge run mission, and people were not expecting it to be as brutal as it was, they always get really nice after that with the challenges for a little bit. They're like, why don't you just make units that can murder people? And it's like, that'll be a good challenge, right, Grant? And it's definitely the, oh god, I didn't realize it'd be so hard, I'm sorry. And I always find it really funny after the fact. It's just one of those patterns that I've noticed. Oh gosh, am I gonna lose Zeratul? Seriously, he can't move. Zeratul, run! Oh my god. He kept killing Zerglings and he still couldn't move. What was the hardest challenge I ever did? Probably the Sentinels campaign Deathless was the most frustrating, at least. It wasn't even that hard, but it was just numerically, like, dumb. It was just like, haha, you have to restart now because you got RNG'd over and over and over for months. Wish you could morph Zeratul into an Archon. In the editor of StarCraft 1, there was an Archon, there was a heroic Archon called Tassadar and Zeratul, which had like super stats, which is pretty neat. Obviously not lore friendly because there was also like a Firebat named Guy Montag, for example, which I'm pretty sure is not canonical. It's just a reference to Fahrenheit 451. We can scout the area before putting ourselves at risk. I have Blink this time. Okay, Zeratul sucks. Senile old man does not have enough HP for this. Alrighty. My burdens weigh heavily. How do we... Maybe we go this way. There's a bunch of money over here in Infested, I think. Yeah. And a crashed battlecruiser? Is that the Hyperion? One thing I think would be really cool is if they actually had these buildings in the right place. Do you know what I'm... That's kind of a mean way to say it. But in this mission, this is the area that you do the final mission of the first Protoss campaign, right? And in that mission, the Overmind is here, Tassadar is here, and Jim is up here. So why are there a bunch of broken Terran buildings down here? This is Tassadar's base. If they had actually had the stuff correct, that would be so cool. And it wouldn't have been really a big issue. Thank you, Zerg Psychotic and Pyrus. Oh my gosh, there have been a lot of people that have subbed. I really appreciate that. Junyoichi, Nico on Jurishal, and Pyrus. Thank you guys. Got a bit distracted. Oh, what won the poll? My polls aren't working now. I can't see the results. And shave once a month. That's not very much. How do you deal with your hairy and scratchy face? Well, either way, I don't care about your shaving habits. Thank you for the subscription. So we go Zealot Archon. That is what the people have voted for, which is going to be a pretty solid comp. Especially if we can keep the two Colossus alive. Oh, of course, I can take this army and go clear out. That'll be a good use of my time. I'm going to send an Overseer over here, an Observer over here. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. No wonder I got wrecked. Much better with an actual army. And then we're going to take this time to heal up Z-Daddy, because the objective heals him. Allows him to be a lot more useful in this mission.
I sense pain, surprise, death.
I keep F2ing. This is the thing that freaking speedrunning actually ruined my life on, is F2. If you watch the episode of the Pylon show I was on with Probe, Probe mentions this, that you get in this really bad habit of F2ing when you're speedrunning because you have to. You can't actually look at stuff, and then it's really, really bad when you're actually trying to play properly. Thank you for the bits, True Lost Wander. Wonder, not Wander. True Lost Wonder.
The Zerg seek to overwhelm us. To arms, my brethren.
Do what game time does and bind spacebar to all army? Yeah, well, I have it bound to a mouse button. Why spacebar? That seems like it'd be really, really clickable. Maybe that's the point. So we're going to try to nail the Nidus that pops up here before it pops anyone out. There we go. One thing I learned on this mission that I think is kind of interesting is that if you do it the other way, if you nail the very first one, I believe the way it works is that they will not unload from either Nidus. Because the first one has to trigger the unload before the second one can trigger the unload. It's really weird. Alright, it's Nexus time. We're going to start getting some stuff done. We'll get shield upgrade because we're going for Archons. And Archons are super sweet. Are Archons the coolest unit? I mean, I know the answer is yes, but I want to hear people that disagree.
I will erase the
Ravager? No, the Ravager is not the coolest unit. The Ravager is a guy that spits upward. He's like the guy who goes, and then he shoots upward, and he could hit a skyscraper with it. But he just decides to spit on you instead. Ravager is a jerk.
we embrace the glory of battle. My burdens weigh.
I think you guys have weird taste. First of all, carriers are cooler than Void Rays anyway. So all the people saying Void Rays are just wrong on multiple counts. I apologize that you have to go through this, but it is the truth.
I will fulfill.
Is Tychus a unit? No, Tychus is... Well, Tychus is a unit, but he's not a unit, if you know what I mean. Thank you, oh, Firmerson for the bits, and Spidovia for the bits as well. I appreciate it. Okay, we got these rescued guys.
We were trapped within the gate's energy matrix when it was deactivated. You have our thanks.
This mission was really fun in Reversed. For anyone who's not seen that VOD on the archives, it was, or has played it themselves, I guess. I forget that you guys can actually play StarCraft. It's not against the law. It's really, really fun. It's not a mission that I would like to play all the time, but it was such a unique and cool design. And I'm not going to spoil what it is because I want you to do it. Okay, that's going to be full saturation. We're about to deal with another big attack, and then we're going to do a big shove after that. I'm going to save up my gas. 300 gas for +2 shields? What? Oh yeah, I forgot that they changed that at some point because it was like impossible to get upgrades as Protoss. And then I believe that's why Creator became a good player. He was the first player to get really good at the new upgrade prices and do double forge stuff. Creator was really good back in the day. Nailed it. Let's go. Oh, and then of course I have to get this. And I would like to get another Templar so that the one Templar I rescued can turn into an Archon. Where do you guys come from? Why am I sending my entire army back to deal with this? Oh, this is so Bronze League, and I'm still doing it despite recognizing that it's bad. Do you guys ever do that where you just, it's like deer in the headlights syndrome? You're just like, why am I doing this with my life? It's objectively incorrect. I do it all the time. Oh, odd number again. Alright boys, let's go. I don't want to use these stalkers. Let's send them into the abyss on the other side. Zealot Archon's enough. You know what? I don't need these Colossus either. We're going to send them into the abyss. Technically not required by the rules, but I'm feeling a little bit murderous of my own friends today. I guess I just dislike the Ravager. I know you're trying to justify it because there was, in like 2018, 2019, the entire meta was build 90 drones and then build infinity Ravagers, and it didn't matter what composition you were playing against in ZVP. And I thought that was really stupid. There just was nothing that could do it. True Lost Wonder, thank you so much for the bits again. Wonder. Did I say Wander? I'm so sorry. I don't know my A's and my O's.
I sense death and joy.
Oh, I love Protoss. Oh, it feels so much better to play. I wish there was a Protoss campaign in StarCraft 2 instead of a Spear of Adun campaign. Wouldn't it be so cool? You'd be able to go around with Protoss units murdering things instead of the Spear of Adun. Oh, I would pay money for that. It's kind of like how I wish there was a Zerg campaign instead of a Kerrigan campaign. Oh, Stormzarn, we did it at the same time. Nice. I mean, I wish there was a Zerg campaign and a Kerrigan campaign, I guess is the best way to say it. I'm going to base trade because I'm impatient. Also, I have like a base up here, so it's fine.
The Zerg are coming.
Maybe I'm not. Am I? I mean, I don't really have a choice at this point. I guess I'm base trading. Here, we're gonna put you in jail. Then head on this way. And the Archons... We're not really a Zealot Archon at this point. We're just big cotton ball boys. And I'm cool with that. Go, my cotton ball legion. They're not doing so well. Which is impressive because they're strictly anti-biological units. We're just gonna act as a shield as we... Okay, where is the detector here? There's the detector. There we go, we got it. And look, I'm not even dead. We survived this base trade without any issues. Oh, it's because I didn't make warp gates, of course.
I must go to the overmind cortex to understand.
Spinecrawler is cool, but the Void Ray is cooler. I personally believe that the Sunken Colony is way cooler than the Spinecrawler. That is just how I feel. I really, really like the Sunk. It's just so cool. It's like, it shoots its tendril into the ground and it just erupts out and a Marine dies and it's like so sweet. Life is good. Life is good. Life is good. Life is good. You can't take these away from me. There's no composition that doesn't involve a command center because it's against the rules. Finally, I have some salvation. So I didn't see what people voted for. In Utter Darkness, only make units corresponding to the heroes that I have. So that means that I can make DTs and Phoenix to begin with, right? and then I can transition into Void Rays, and then I can transition into Carriers. Isn't that how you normally play this mission? Alright. I guess being a little bit more strict, having Colossus and stuff can be real good on this mission. Let's just get these upgrades going. We're gonna get a rune soon.
Guard us while we preserve our knowledge for those that may follow. They must not make the mistakes we did.
Yeah, no Zealots is gonna be annoying. They can be kind of good at the early stages, but I can just cannon it. And I F2'd again because I'm bad. I need to unbuy. Every time I unbuy that hotkey, though, I like end up having to speedrun Heart of the Swarm again. It's just one of those things that happens. I think the reason that I rebound it was because I was going to play in an event that got cancelled. Yeah, that DreamHack thing.
When the enemy takes to the air, we will need your support.
So I can make Phoenix, and I can make... I'm just going to Archon merge these. Oh, gosh. Phoenix DT currently. And I assume that if my hero dies, I can no longer make that unit. I don't know if that's intended by the way people wrote it, but I'm going to add that to it because I think it's more interesting.
Protoss will fulfill their function in death.
I'm going to wait until the attack comes over here, then I'm going to grab this Nexus. That'll be really helpful. Yeah, well, people keep refusing to go to the places that give me anti-air units. That is so funny. They want to go to Cutthroat now. I'm going to have every anti-ground unit in the game before I can get an anti-air unit. Wait, we haven't unlocked a single anti-air unit, have we? Like, literally not a single one. We only have the Marine. And you start with that. You guys are such trolls. How did you coordinate that? Because that's really impressive. I love it. And then you just never pick Marine as the composition. Eventually, we're somehow going to get to the Maw, and there's still going to be no anti-air, even though there's battlecruisers on that mission, somehow. Oh, that mission's going to be hell, isn't it? Ugh. I'm looking forward to that, guys. You're so creative. The Maw is going to be so much fun. Walking through those Ripfield generators with my Predators or whatever. Alright, let's take the gold base. Eventually you have to get an anti-air unit, right? By the way, mods that are doing pole stuff, feel free to add Landed Viking as part of a composition, like specifically Landed Viking. Because that sounds funny. Part of a composition, not like the composition. You know, it's got to have other friends with it too. Oh, you have already? Cool. We just haven't gotten there because no one wants me to have anti-air. Got it. There's a lot of Phoenicians. No, I think it's the middle again. Landed Vikings and Medivacs. Sounds incredible. That's so incredibly bad. Good old Firebat Landed Viking with Medivacs. There we go. Now you're thinking with portals. Medivacs are not that long away, however, you have to do the Goliath mission, right? I think so. I'm not entirely sure, actually, but I'm pretty sure that you do.
All shall be remade in my name. Behold, my greatest creation.
Here.
We tarry the wall.
There should be a fan version of this where after he says, "Behold my greatest creation," he sends a bunch of Torrent Space Marines or something. Maybe some Murlocs to go with it. Actually, I would really like a version of StarCraft where the hybrid are replaced by that. That would be really funny. Especially if you could get like voice lines to work out for it.
I will erase.
I'm detecting a large
Okay, I need to make a bunch of cannons because I cannot make zealots here.
for an assault.
Here comes the trickle. Oh gosh, I can't make cannons here. Rescue! Rescue! That was weird. Oh, a couple zealots would have made that so much easier. So supplies going well, that is fine. Oh gosh, I need this gas so badly. Oh, these DTs are getting slaughtered. And they're on the far side now. Unfortunately, the DTs can't tank, which is another big problem. No! Okay. And there go all those. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Attack upgrade. This area is secure. My Void Rays or my Colossus are both alive. That's good. I need to keep them alive basically the whole game. Otherwise, I'm going to get wrecked. I'm going to cancel that and get shield upgrades instead. I may have built too many Phoenix early on. Mohandar, where are you? I need you. Right now we have less Hondar and we need Mohandar. Zeratul still alive, so I can keep making DTs if I need. Oh crap, hybrid. Well, that's bad. I can make Void Rays now.
Disengage prison inhibitors and concentrate all batteries on the hybrid.
There's a lot of infested terrain.
Great Mohandar. Or ire.
Did I lose both Colossus? Ooh, that sucks. That really, really, really sucks. Mohandar brought me some Zealots. That's pretty cool. And then do I get attacked on this side again? I think so. I only care about that base until the gas mines out. But I do care about it quite a bit. Yeah, here it is. I'm going to pull back into the mineral lines, so yeah, I'm just going to leave the DTs here. Oh, I'm a little bit afraid they're going to, like, run this way then. We have the cannons, though, for leaks. Yep, they didn't notice I had a base here. That's kind of funny. Has anyone here played XCOM 2? Because I've been, like, dabbling in that game a little bit recently. And I find it really funny how obvious a lot of the inspirations that they had were from StarCraft and XCOM 2. Like, the fact that it came out right after Legacy of the Void did, and the, not the commander, but the main guy that talks, who used to be the commander before you come, is Matt Horner. And then the leader of the Templar is literally the same. They're like guys with laser sword arms, and they run around slashing people. And their leader is voiced by Alarak. Like, they so obviously are just like, I like StarCraft 2, let's make it into our game, please. It's like unabashed. It's not plagiarism, it's just referencing, but I think it's fun. Oh, Zeratul might die. Are we gonna have to put Zeratul into like an old man's home so that we can build more stuff? We're like trying to use his genetic template in order to get more DTs. That seems like a strategy. Also like a dystopian future thing, but whatever. We're making good progress. The one I'm actually most afraid of losing is Mohandar. But I'm gonna fight with him. It's too cowardly to not fight with these guys, even if I lose them. XCOM 2 I think is too slow to stream. That's the big problem with it. XCOM in general it's such a glacially paced game. It's nice if you're like just trying to relax and have a good time. But you get like 4 missions done in a 3-hour stream. If I lose Artanis' mothership, can I build another mothership? Yeah, no problem. Because in order to build a mothership, you have to keep the best waifu alive. That's how it works. And as long as Selendis is alive, even though she's in the carrier right now, she's technically our best mama ship. What am I trying to do? Shield upgrade? Yeah, shield upgrade. Oh yeah. I'm gonna be so shielded. This is why you build the cannons, and then you don't have to do anything. What an attack aim on. Does anyone think you should be able to use the Phoenix to Graviton Beam a Nidus and you just lift it higher and higher into the air? It doesn't actually kill it or anything. It would just kind of lift it.
This is the hour of truth, noble temple.
And it would just longer and longer.
Of Ire's champions.
Eventually, if you lift it enough times with enough Phoenix, then you can lift it out from the enemy's base and they can't load things into it anymore. Oh, this is such a bad idea. I love it. Let's not talk about the fact that my Nexus survived with 10 HP.
I will erase. I will erase the demon.
It's called tactics. You just don't send your stuff until you need to, and then it's fine. Though I don't have spotting over there anymore. What time is it? It is 4:22 p.m., so we're definitely going to have time for another mission after this. What mission are we going to, my friends? I did not see. I'm excited to learn, and I am very bored because this mission sucks. We're going to cut throat, and we have to go Reaper Vulture. Do you guys think... No. No. I've tried Reaper cheesing that mission before. It doesn't work. Do you think we can Reaper cheese it?
Satisfactory.
Like, just jump up and Colonel Orlin him with some KD8 charges? I mean, I've tried it before and it failed miserably, but I don't remember the context. I just remember that I did it. So maybe the context will be different this time. I don't know. I feel like we owe it to Matt to not pay off Mirahan.
Upgrade complete.
Because it just makes his life harder.
I will erase the demon.
Our pylon is under attack.
Have I not seen the new Reaper cheese strat? Dude, Finlay, you of all people should know that brutal is different than normal. Just because you can do something in normal, like, come on. We get that comment so much. Oh, it's spread to the mods. It's spread to my editor.
If only I had acted sooner.
Zertul's dead. I'm going to make this challenge a bit harder. As soon as the hero dies, I'm killing all of the associated unit type.
We tarry too long.
Because I know that Mohandar and Selendis aren't going to die. So now we can only build Phoenixes, Void Rays, and Waifus. Which seems fine. These bases have gas for a long time.
Victory against all. Justice is due.
So,
Carrier has arrived.
Is anyone excited about Age of Empires 4 coming out at the end of the month? I'm very lukewarm on the idea, but it might be a good game. I don't know. That could be fun. I'm hoping the campaign is good. I don't know how much work they put into it. One of the things that I am a little bit concerned about is traditionally Age of Empire campaigns have done a bad job at having matchup diversity, which is always kind of annoying. You want to fight everything, right? How much gas did we not get? 300? Come on, Noble Probes, get that remaining couple gas before the evil Zerg destroy you. Yeah, Age of Empires 2 campaigns, well, they were mixed bag of quality, but some of the campaign stuff was really good. We'll see, though, because this is a different team than the one that made Age of Empires 2, right? Because, obviously, that game's like 20 years old. It's not going to be the same people. So you never know if you're going to get the same thing twice, but I hope so. Because I spent a lot of my childhood playing AoE 2. Can you stop throwing your little dudes? We're at 1500. We're most of the way there. I believe that this mission finishes at the 30-minute mark. So you just fight the last 1,000 units in the last couple minutes. Imagine those infested Terrans with the infested rocket attack. That's not a bad idea, Rhyme. That's not a bad idea, hint, hint. For, you know, that secret project that we're working on, hint, hint. It's not really a secret, but I'm going to be very elusive about it exactly right now, even though I've never hit it before. Hint, hint.
This is the exhibit.
Our pylon is under attack.
I hope that I was veiled enough in my secrecy.
This is the exhibit.
The real thing is I don't like announcing projects until they're ready now, because if I ever announce a project, it's just constantly asking me when it's going to be done. And I know that it's because people are really excited about it, and I get that, but oh, it's annoying. Because I don't have a concrete answer, and then I feel bad about it, because I know people want to play it, and then, yeah. The secret project is going to be ready when it's done. That's our current plan. However, if we end up getting bought out by a AAA game studio, then it's going to be ready when it is about ready to enter alpha, and then we're just going to release it and charge $60 for it. And then never patch it. So if you are a AAA studio and you are looking to ruin another product, hit me up.
Without fail.
Alright, we protected the archive. Now we can make cannons over here. I don't know if the Protoss missions are easier in Wings of Liberty, or if I just feel more at ease while playing Protoss. But this part's so much more relaxing. Do you guys think the Protoss missions are easier, or is it just that I'm a Protoss player? I would like other people's input on how difficult these ones are, because I actually don't know. I remember thinking they were pretty tough the first time I played them, because I didn't know what the heck Protoss was. I mean, I had played them in Brood War, but things were new and different, and the Stalker was scary. You had to micro it. That should be illegal. So, we're almost done. Voids are on the way. Or, no, they're not. Those are Mutalisks. Whatever. Oh, I'm losing it. It's fine. I've lost it a long time ago. I wish Phoenix were available on more of the missions. That would be a real cool change that would make these missions more interesting, in my opinion. The fact that you're landlocked until the final mission kind of sucks. Not like Void Rays or anything, because obviously, imba. Especially the release version of the Void Ray, which makes the current ladder version of the Void Ray look like a joke.
Victory.
But Phoenix are cool.
Our glory will be renewed. It is time to act.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. This is the Sky Toss dance.
Without fail. A sound plan. Precisely. Without fail. It is time to act.
Yeah, Void Ray does 25 damage when it's at stage 3. So the way that it works in this is that it does 5 damage with plus 3? Wait, does the Void Ray do a base of 2 damage in this game? What? I'm confused. That's impressively low if that's the case. Or does it just not gain a benefit against normal? Does it do 5 damage with plus 0 and plus 3 as a base? Because that would be too funny. So the way that it works in Wings of Liberty is it has 3 stages of charging based on how long it is attacked for. And those charges each do progressively more damage. The first does apparently 5 damage. Then it does, I believe it's 8 damage. And then the third stage does 25 damage. It goes from like garbage to being completely unstoppably overpowered. So in a lot of early Wings of Liberty days, you would do stuff that would give you, you like charge it up on a pair of rocks, and then one Void Ray would just kill your opponent with a 25 DP. It's not even DPS, is it? It's DP 0.6. So it was almost like 50 DPS on a Void Ray. It was so imbalanced.
All that remains of our race.
There used to be a composition that was literally just Photon Cannon, Colossus, Void Ray. And there was nothing that Zerg had that could beat it. This was super early in Wings. It got nerfed very, very quickly. And it was insane. The only way you could beat it was by winning quickly. Alright, start killing our stuff and move on to the next mission. It was almost as good as Broodlord and faster. Not quite though. But it's one of the reasons that Parasitic Bomb was put into the game in Heart of the Swarm, I believe, is they needed to make sure that they wanted to make sure you could never spam air units again. And they succeeded.
There's just too many of them. Understood.
I do think that's one of the big problems with StarCraft 2, is that air units are too powerful comparatively. Like, every other RTS has weak air units, and then StarCraft 2 went haywire. They went crazy on them. Just absolutely ridiculous. There's not a weak air unit in the game. They like made sure that those bad boys were good, which I think is very unhealthy, personally.
Our pylon is under attack. Mineral field depleted.
Wraiths? No, oh sorry, I meant StarCraft 2 went crazy on... I meant... When I say air units, I'm talking multiplayer, like 1 versus 1. I'm so sorry, 1 versus 1 ladder air units are all good, is what I was the point I was trying to put across. And that is not, it's never been the case for ground units. A lot of ground units are just like left to waste for a long period of time. And air units are just so problematic because they don't interact with a huge amount of the game being terrain. You know, like terrain and positioning and stuff is supposed to be the highlight of RTS. So when you have air being dominant, it creates a lot of big problems. Phoenix is arguably balanced. I'm not saying all the air units are imbalanced. I'm saying that they're all good. And the Phoenix is a very good unit that scales with skill very, very well in the same way that like the Medevac does. And the Medevac's not imbalanced either, but it is a very, very good unit.